Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to day 9 here on the 25 Days of Christmas Horror. I am your host, Moon616, and thank you once again for stopping in. Alrighty, so for day 3, this is the third film in the Bikini Bloodbath trilogy. First you had Bikini Bloodbath, and you had Bikini Bloodbath Car Wash, and of course, the third installment has to do with Christmas, and that is Bikini Bloodbath Christmas. I think the films are kind of related. They have the same killer, different storylines and whatnot, so I've never actually seen the first two films, but I don't really think it matters too much. But anyways, all I know is that the girls are back in this one, and they are working at a bong shop that is run by Miss Johnson. Now, they're in competition with the Christian deli that's across the street. It's like their main competition in this little market square that they work in. And they're in competition to see who can own or run the Christmas season with their Santa Claus outside, because apparently you can only have one Santa Claus outside of your neighborhood store in this market square or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But anyways, yeah, so they're in main competition with this Christian deli. The deli owner is a guy, and his name is Gina Davis. And he has like a sidekick, his main like go-to girl, and her name is William Dafoe. So this movie right away is just ridiculously goofy. So one night, I guess the girls from the bong shop and the girls from the deli, they all meet up at this at the cemetery one night, and they basically kind of accidentally resurrect the killer from the previous films. Somehow, they don't really do anything. They kind of just touch the coffin and, you know, it resurrects him. So, I'm not really too sure what the fuck that's all about. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. The movie doesn't really have much plot going on at all. So basically, the main competition is between Miss Johnson, who's actually played by a man. He's playing a woman in the movie. Against Gina Davis. And it is like basically a eggnog wrestling match. A bathtub eggnog wrestling match. So whoever wins that gets to win the block. It's absolutely ridiculous. And of course, meanwhile, while this is going on, the girls and various other people start getting picked off by this by the chef killer from the previous films. And yeah, so that's your plot of this ridiculous movie. Now, my thoughts on this one. It's too bad that Debbie Rochon is in this movie more. I know, apparently, I was reading that she's in the other films more, so that was kind of a bummer. But, I don't know, Lloyd Kaufman has a cameo in this film. It's actually pretty funny. It's just fucking goofy and stupid. This movie should have been released by Troma, really. As for the movie overall, it's not that bloody. It's more of a comedy than anything. It's got just ridiculous dialogue. Like, the dialogue is so stupid. Of course, when you have a male named Gina Davis and a female named William Dafoe, it's just, this movie's fucking ridiculous. And of course, a man playing a woman, just blatantly obvious and ridiculous. But yeah, the movie's not actually that great at all. Like, it's just too bad the dialogue is so poorly done. Of course, you got lots of hot girls running around in bikinis, and you got lots of boobs and stuff. It does have a little bit of a Christmas atmosphere. It's not snowy or nothing, obviously, because they're in bikinis. But, it's got that, the Christmas soundtrack playing through the whole thing. But the kills are pretty modest. It's pretty bad. It runs really short. It's only about just over 70 minutes. But the problem is that there's really no plot to this at all. It's just kind of ridiculous. And, of course, they have this, like, fucking stupid twist at the end, which actually kind of caught me off guard. I won't lie about that. I'm sorry, I'm, like, really sick today. Not feeling great at all. But yeah, overall, man, it's definitely below average. I can't recommend this movie. I've heard and I've read that this is the worst one out of the 3, so, I gotta pick up the other 2, and hopefully they're better than, than this one. But if I had to rate this one, I'd probably give it just a 4 out of 10. I'll give it some props for having the hot chicks and stuff, but, the comedy wasn't even really that funny, and, the kills are too modest, and there's no plot at all. I mean, you don't necessarily need a crazy plot to film like this, but just have something going on. Just a lot of really stupid jokes and just kind of bullshit, but yeah, and of course, Debbie Rochon not being in the film that much, because the story is that from the previous film, she is in a coma in this film due to with battle with the killer at the end of the previous one, I guess. So, but yeah, Bikini Bloodbath, not overly that great. I don't recommend it. But if you want to check it out, go ahead. Whatever. Anyway, so day 9 here on the 25 Days of Christmas Horror. Bikini Bloodbath Christmas. I'm your host, Moon616. Thank you for watching and subscribe. And leave comments if you've seen this one or whatever. Peace out, homies.